Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have any intros or anything like that. Screw it. Anyway, I'm basically making this video because of a discussion I've had with a teammate that I play with every so often. Alright, it's basically he was saying that he was interested in putting on, what is it? Put back boss. Problem is, his player is a shooting guard. So I told him my basketball philosophy that do not waste badge points on putback boss if you're a shooting guard because it's gonna compromise the transition defense. You shouldn't even go for offensive rebounds in the first place is what I said. And then he had a rebuttal. I can't even remember what it was. It's like I don't know. In any case, if you're a power forward or a center, you can go for the offensive rebounds because in most cases, your matchup will be also going for the defensive rebound. So if you fail to get the offensive rebound, your matchup is right next to you. In which case, it really doesn't, you don't have to worry about being with him on transition because he's right there and he's just going to throw an outlet. Whereas the point guard, shooting guard, and small forward usually run out in transition to get fast, easy points. So those three positions on defense should also be running out to make sure those easy points are not easy points. If we got the shooting guard going for offensive rebounds, then every time an offensive rebound is not snagged, there's going to be at least one guy not covered on transition from the outlet pass. So, let's run the footage. 66, 66. I am 66. All right, I'll freeze frame for a second. This is me, about to shoot. Good open shot and hot spot. You can see the old red mark. Should be good. It's not good. Here is the perpetrator in question right here, shooting guard. Like, he's a slasher, so it's okay for him to be where he is right now, but he should instantly be heading this way, coming back in transition, because he sees I have an open shot. Like, his mind might be like, oh, I got good, decent rebounding position, but I mean, you're like a 6'5", 6'6" shooting guard. Chances are you're not gonna get the offensive rebound. Like 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get it. So you should be going back in transition. Okay, let's go run the footage a bit. All right, this guy right here is his matchup. They are very close. So at this point, the ball is in the air. So if he was getting back in D right now, there's no way, like his matchup would be covered. Shots up, it's off the rim. I immediately started running back. His matchup decided to run before he did. And here he is hounding the ball handler who is not his matchup. This is his matchup, number 11. Now everyone's scrambling. And wide open shot. He gets the lucky break here. Dude misses the shot. And then this is the second cardinal sin. Going back for your transition buckets before the defensive rebound is secured. He never really gets that close to his matchup. But as soon as the shot goes up, he's already going back in transition defense before seeing the rebound. Me as well, I do the same thing, and we both go back and recover back to defense when we realize that the ball was not secured at the same time. The problem is I could get away with it because my matchup is right here. So when I run back, it's not much ground to cover to get back to him. He's already not squared with his guy in the corner. He's here and goes that way. So there's no way he's getting back to him if it's an offensive rebound. See that? We recover his guy wide open. 2 sins, 1 possession. Is there... Okay. Yeah, I guess this scoreboard right here proves that that dude that shot was his matchup. Retro volume, stun and duns. I'm not sure if anything else happens in this clip. That was basically all. 2 cardinal sins. To recap, if you are a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, do not even consider putback boss. Get back on transition defense. And when you are already in a half-court defense sense, once the ball goes up, it is the easiest points you're going to get is transition. So you do have to be mindful to try to cherry pick, but you also have to be mindful that offensive rebounds do happen. So don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get too far away that if the offensive rebound happens, you can't do anything about the shot. It's a balance. It's a balancing act, and you do really have to be mindful of how the rebounding battle is going, because sometimes I wonder if it shows up in this box score. Go back a bit. Yeah. Well, it's early game, but so far in the game, we are getting out-rebounded, so we can't really be assuming that we're going to get the defensive rebounds. So, 4-1, getting rebound for 4-1, which is a lot if it was the end of the game, but who knows at this point. But yeah, well, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching if anyone got in this far. Oh yeah.
One more thing.
So, there might be some people that may point out something about this that I didn't mention, but I was thinking it too. At this point in the transition defense. All right. I stick with my man, 24. Whereas ideally, I should have picked up number 11, knowing that Stunner couldn't get to him. But it's a defensive ideal. It's a trust that a lot goes into why I didn't pick him up. Like, for one thing, like, my defensive ideal is what I mentioned earlier in the video, that all the 3 wing positions should be getting back in transition defense. Now, he's already doing that. If I can't trust him to do that, can I trust him to cover my guy as I pick up his? It's tough. And there's a bit of history to this game as well, because this is actually the second time we've played this same exact team. And I know for a fact from the first game and from the starting introductions, this dude averages 20 points a game in the rec, and my matchup, not the one that scored in this clip. My matchup averages 20 a game, and his team sets multiple off-ball screens for him. They're always looking for him. I know that from the first game. So, if I was to go to number 11, and nobody picks up number 24, that's buckets. And I couldn't trust that no one was going to pick him up. And it's a thing, like, when I have a matchup that scores a lot, I make it a point that they don't reach their average. I really do make that a point. So, I'll show you his average. I'll show you his average now. And I'll show you how much he scored at the end of this game. 1 point. He scores 1 point at the end of the game. And that's from a 3-second defensive technical foul violation that one of the bigs did. Yeah, I was locked in. So yeah, this is the end for real this time. Thanks.